Okie dokie, so we're back and it's the conclusion of the fight. We just defeated him. So I was just trying to bring this up for the conclusion of the game and watch the rest of the clips as I'm like trying to eat. So I will be muted, but I don't know if this is the conclusion of the game. Just that this is the last Lord that we know of. So let's watch.
It's all over. Volrun. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? You think you are?
No, that's...
If Alvin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volrun has that crest as well?
And if Volrun's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign. What the hell are you? House?
Your ignorance must be.
You resent not being your own sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it?
There is that, I'll admit. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength.
Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin?
Sin is for the weak. The powerful care only for domination.
We never asked to rule. No one did.
What do I care of your wants? You are but a molded dust in the light.
Alvin!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants. Burn it down!
On guard!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Back into the
Take the right wing! Get out of my sight!
No further!
Light up the dark! You can
Here's
use
a
it!
healing
Wind!
First aid!
Soaring Light Spear! This could do it! Out of my sight! Soaring Light! Unleash light!
Is this what real pain feels like? I couldn't make it in time.
Glacial Sphere! Here's evil!
Not with beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with
Unleash
sacred
light!
meditation.
Here's a healing art! First aid! I'll come up.
This
what
battle
real
is
pain
stacked
feels
heavy
like?
against us.
So we regroup and try again.
You're right. We must play intelligently.
I owe you one.
I have to train harder! This one's mine!
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Aaron!
Resuscitation! Will this help?
You flee this fight?
This one's mine!
I owe you one. Unleash
This
light!
one's mine!
I'm all healed up.
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll heal you all.
Going in!
Sword Rain Alpha! I shall erase every
Tiger
tiger
Blade!
blade!
I never miss.
Begin!
Lion power! Piercing to it!
Flee this
Denied!
You require
Here
a
I
hand.
come!
Light up the dark!
In a bind?
I got you!
Out of my... Try harder!
Flame of fury!
Not today!
Here it goes!
Glacial Spear!
Here's evil!
Tiger Blade!
Freeze Lancer!
You'll pay for that!
Freeze Lancer!
Unleash lightning!
Lightning! Hear me!
This should do
Flame
it.
of fury! Burning strike!
Glacial Spear!
From
Here's
beyond.
evil!
Imbue this vanquished
Freeze
hero with
Lancer!
life. Resuscitation.
Lead! Try harder! Lead is fight!
Healing arm!
Here I come! Unleash! Try harder!
Here's the question!
Benediction.
Lead is fight!
Take this!
Here, let me help.
You're mine!
Where are you going?
No escape!
All
Ready.
shall bow before me.
Here I come!
Not in your dreams.
It's time!
I let my guard down.
Unleash lightning.
Imbue this vanquished soul with
Eat
life.
Impudent! Sword Rain Alpha!
By the power of water.
Train harder.
Hear me, flame
You're
of
mine!
fury.
I let my guard down.
Stay away from my friend!
Force of regeneration. From beyond. Imbue.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Stop!
Resuscitation.
Heal! Thanks!
Train harder.
Fight it.
Try harder!
Lunar
Unleash
corruption.
lightning.
Gemini.
Here!
Annihilation. Back into the fray.
Can't move!
Will this help? Igneous discharge!
This should do it!
To be seen.
Healing circle.
Their arts were interrupted.
Lightning.
Deity.
Radiant light.
Regenerate.
I never miss.
Thanks!
No further.
I owe you one!
Going in.
I'm not done! It's over!
Annihilation.
Take this!
Laser ray. I'm all stuffed up.
This one's mine.
Elusive deity.
Lunar
Unleash
corruption.
lightning.
Benediction.
Igneous discharge!
Megasonic thrust!
Here goes. Take this. There.
Wretched worm! No!
Everyone together!
I'll shoot him
Burn
down.
up!
Burn!
Flaming meteor!
Elusive deity! Megasonic thrust! Pierce!
Freeze Lancer.
Megasonic thrust!
Here goes.
My natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from this battle.
Let me
Retreat? I would never.
Unleash lightning.
Megasonic
I'll
thrust!
fix you
Take
up.
this!
The enemy wields art
Every
too.
win!
We'll soon see about that. Into the shadows. Eat dirt.
Unleash lightning.
I never miss.
On guard. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolitor! This one's mine. Do
You're
it!
mine! Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! Know your place!
Switch off!
Resonate with the earth! Kneel before your sovereign!
Crescent Moon!
Tiger Blade. Hear me, flame of fury.
Take this! Here!
Crescent
He's
Moon!
about to attack.
Damn it! We need to stop him! Ignite!
I'll face you.
Burn up!
Lightning.
I am the true sovereign! All others shall be banished! You're
Going
mine!
in!
I'll face you. Take this.
I'll heal you all.
Try harder!
Begin.
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this? Try harder!
Air pressure.
Flaming
You're
meteor!
mine! Everything! You're
Piercing
finished!
roar!
I'll
Take this!
destroy you.
Time to jump!
punishment.
Don't leave me all alone here.
Recover!
Appreciate the help.
I'll bring you back from death.
Nicole!
Resuscitation! I'll heal you all!
Instinct shaman!
This one's mine! Where are you going?
From beyond, imbue
Back
this
to the fray.
vanquished soul with life.
Back into the fray! Spirit Blade! Not on my watch! Spirit Blade! Back into the fray! This one's mine! Radiant Pierce!
Forgive me. This is my fault. I'm grateful. Resuscitation!
This should do it!
Me flame of fury! Burning!
Resonate with the earth.
Spear! Here's evil going in!
In a bind?
Here I go!
Take this!
I'm only getting started! Flame! I'm all stuffed up!
This should do it!
Radiant
You
light.
flee
I'll
this
bring
fight!
you back from death.
Regenerate.
Out of my sight!
Ready!
I'll face
I'm
you.
Constantine!
Tiger
This
Blade!
one's mine!
Radiant light.
Into the
Regenerate.
battle!
Regenerate me.
Mega Ray! Here's a
Megasonic shift!
Mega Ray!
I have no limits! Megasonic thrust! Here!
Ready to go! Far enough!
Ignite! Megasonic thrust!
Tiger Blade!
Destruction!
Radiant Power!
Here!
Time to shine!
Unleash lightning!
By the power
I shall be the ruler of all things!
to the shadow!
You're finished!
Deity.
It's over!
Constantine!
Perfect move!
Here I go!
Flame of
Tiger
fury!
Blade!
Burning!
Radiant Power!
Resonate with the earth.
It's over!
Free Blade!
Megasonic thrust! You're mine!
Resonate with the earth.
Mine!
Tiger Blade! Lion Power!
Gemini Aqua!
Tiger Blade!
From beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Let me help! Back into the
Unleash
fray!
lightning!
Thank you.
This should do it!
Take
Go!
this.
Go!
No further.
Magna Ray!
Ether!
Power of water! Magna Ray!
Take this!
Here goes! Not on my watch!
Kneel before your
Try to come
sovereign!
over? Here, let me help. Going in.
Your life will
Far
end
enough.
here! Take this!
Gravitas field!
It's over!
Going in.
Megasonic thrust! Here!
There! Gravitas
I
field!
am proof of it! All others shall be banished!
Going in. Here, discharge.
You're mine!
This one's mine.
Try harder!
I'm nearly done.
Run!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Jesus, and I expect a third part of this fight.
What do you think you can do?
This guy's still standing? Victory, the throne, everything rightfully belongs to me! I have waited for hours, who rules over and crushes those who fall at his feet! You are next!
Jesus.
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so. There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renis Alma.
So, now we put Shionne's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
Shion. What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
What? Shion, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Cores!
Is that darkness? A Dark Master Core?
Renis Alma!
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
Just what do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
Bullshit! No! They're not ending it like that. Oh, man.
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegis hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma, the present and the past of 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it. If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Dahnans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently. The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity. I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Dahnans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it. Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renis Alma. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegis. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Ah, alas, the struggle between the two continues.
Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand. Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Man, all I gotta say is what an ending that was, at least to the overall story. But now we open up to the much more, I don't know what to call it, the more deeper parts of it, like about Shion and Alphen and the thorns and what the thing actually means. Let's find out.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Or at any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem...
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to...
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Dahnans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Nagal would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renan cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Very well.
Well,
Hey. Pardon me.
What the hell? Do you guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. You must think we're just Danon from the town.
whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourselves.
Negative gate!
Burn in hell!
Glacial speed. Let the mark man handle this.
Take this!
Let's get you all tucked away.
I'll face you.
Severing blade!
Lunar corruption.
Can't get out of this!
Megatron thrust!
Here! Flame of fury.
I'll face you!
Elusive
Not
fury!
on my watch.
Burn in hell!
Illuminate the dark to the shadow. Holy glimmer. Holy light.
Megasonic thrust!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done. Lunar corruption.
Rotating pile driver!
Yeah.
Hey.
You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then.
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
Actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy. Not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
looks like we made it here in one piece.
I've talked to the soldier.
I know Renans tend to take authority.
I only managed to get through to considering we had
But if they do...
Indeed.
Meaning there's still...
Yes. I just hate that we...
Had I not intervened.
So...
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Dahnans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen. But treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dahna.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Dahnans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
sense one of your friends, Hootle? I think there's someone in trouble here. Well... Hey! Got it!
Huh?
Hoo hoo. Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo! Maybe something's going on in the forest. Oh?
What? Yeah. Just
What?
yes. It.
Nice.
Right. Very nice. Yeah. Got it.
Just a minute.
Great!
Apologies, I had to tidy something up. We are continuing.
What?
Great.
Hey. No. Oh? Hey.
Sorry. How?
Amazing.
Yes. Hey. What? Very nice.
Alvin! Shion's stuffing bread with Mabo curry!
Now I can eat this every day.
Jeez, Shion, you're hooked on that stuff.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like our cutest. Well, huh? Got it. Boomy! Boomy!
Heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kind of see where they're...
Oh, hey!
Seriously? Well... Hmm? That's just... yeah. Law.
Yeah!
Oh?
Oh, wow! All right! I wasn't expecting a thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with people is helping to jog his memory bit by bit. You did good, Law.
Thanks.
In the water's edge, I see but for a moment one Ganeth Harros.
I hate to break it to you, man, but what you're saying isn't deep at all.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna take a break for now, and I'm gonna get back with this later. I pretty much finished the game. This is in-game stuff, so it's gonna be something. So I'll be back with another stream probably later or something. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Watch the next one. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget to tell everybody about your boy. I have more games, but it's just figuring it out, you know. But how to connect them because it's on Series X. So yeah. Thanks for watching though. See y'all later.